this is the African Updater. This is the African Updater kama kawaida, and I'm here with another update. So before anything else, wacha kwanza niwapatie a second to subscribe so that you can support this platform. So take just a few seconds to hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell, and then I'm going to come back. So thank you guys, thank you for subscribing and for supporting this channel. For everyone who has been keeping tabs with the videos that I upload here, those return subscribers and the new subscribers, manza, I want to say thank you so much. Your support, thank you so much for your support, and tuendelee hivyo. The plan is to grow this platform ikuwe kubwa na kubwa zaidi. So today's update, I want to show you a video of a Gen Z, apparently, these young people, and he was on Citizen na anaitwa Ken Babu. So he was saying something very interesting, and pia Kasmuel alikuwa pia he was there, and he was given time to speak. So he was addressing some of the issues that are affecting this country in terms of leadership and governance na vitu kama hiyo, and also he was addressing Kasmuel, and I found this video very interesting in the way he was trying to capture everything. So let's listen to the video and then I'll come back with my reaction.
President William Ruto has proven to this country that he is not willing and ready to lead the country as he promised while campaigning. And I'm surprised that my brother Kasmuel is saying that if you want to come to the table, you come with clean hands. Then it brings a question of when he joined, actually he's part of the broad-based government. He's part of this government. Did he join that table with a clean hand? Because we know what happened and how he ended up in the government. So I think Kasmuel can also tell us, now that he's saying that the president is doing well, my brother, you can also tell the country, what is it that this government is doing well regarding the education, health system, security, and operation, conducive environment in terms of business and operation of this country, because everybody's crying. The pay slips have been cut, and my brother here is telling us that the president is doing well. The president recently was in Northeastern, focused on how he can multiply the numbers of voters in the Northeastern to replace the Mount Kenya. So is that the main goal that the government should be focusing on? So Trevor, this regime that we are having as at now has failed in everything, has messed this country, and whatever he's saying about whatever we are talking about around Wamunyoro and everything, each and every person has his own mental understanding of liberation. If Kasmuel feels that he's a liberator and he liberated some young people into the government, better. If Rigathi feels that he's a liberator and he can change the face of this country in 2027, it's fine. But we must agree that if that tomboy that we are mentioning here today, the Aramogi that we are mentioning here today, would wake up and see young men like my brother Kasmuel and others, who after we had fought for these things, after we went to the demonstrations on 25th June and broke our political virginity at Parliament, some section of young people took advantage of that situation and walked into government that they are claiming that they went into with clean hands. We want to see how clean is the hand and what changes have they made now that they are part of the government. Because some members of parliament that comes from the party that is in have been so clear that we support this government regardless of anything. We do not want to hear anything that the people are saying. We support this government. So the question is, are they working for the people, or they are working for their own personal growth? Because Trevor, truth be told, as it stands right now, everybody is in shambles. Pay slips have been cut. Young men and women cannot, have even 3 meals a day. Universities are being closed. More is down. 2 will be soon down. You get that? Lecturers and students are always on the floor, on the roads. But again, somebody is saying that this government is doing well. On what basis? How do you measure a government that is doing well if the education system is failing, health is failing, employments are not there, everybody's on the street complaining about the regime?
Wow, so I believe you watched the video and you can see clearly how that guy is very articulate and trying to address issues and to bring out the real issues that are affecting not only the young people but this country as at large, because he was trying to capture how so many things are not working, and apparently he tried to address Kasmuel, and in a way that I felt like this guy yani hakuna comeback. The things he was saying to Kasmuel Makoure, there is no comeback, because apparently Kasmuel has been seen as a traitor, as a from right way back from June 25th last year, after that mega Gen Z demonstrations. Apparently he used to be very pro the demonstrations, going out there, demonstrating and people even, and he was very articulate when he was, how he smartly, he wears anavaa masuti, how he's very articulate, how he's very eloquent akiongea hiyo kizungu yake mingi nini na nawaambiaga, ogopeni watu wa vizungu mingi. Anytime you see someone akona kizungu mingi, that yeye anataka tu kuongea tu kizungu kwa kila kitu, ogopa watu kama hao. Those people are con men. Hao watu watakuosha. So he was doing that, and people kind of labeled him the modern the walikuwa nasema that, hey, now this is Tomboya has risen again, the spirit of Tomboya is back, nini. So people were really tagging him all these nice names, and I think people fall for that trap. I even fell for that trap myself, because I felt like, hey, Kasmuel kuna vile I feel like anapatiana vibe ya Tomboya. For those people who don't know Tomboya, man, they go back in history and read who Tomboya is. So people really believed in this guy, na wakaeka high hopes, and then all of a sudden we saw the guy now dining with the same people he was condemning, the same people he was calling out. Now he has even jumped, sasa he has even moved from that na ameingia sasa kwa ODM. He's now even defending Ruto. Of all the people, how do you defend Ruto? You'd rather even join ODM and na unyamaze. Sasa you telling us that the president is working. What is working? There is nothing working in this country. Unaelewa, there's nothing working. Hakuna majobs. Even some of us who are self-employed, we are really trying to patch things up here and there and vitu zisonge, because there's no cash flow. The cash flow is not there, because those people who when wanafaa at least hata watupatie makazi, some of us who are self-employed, those people have no money. The government has really imekata payslip yao kabisa, so they have nothing to spare. So even though some of the activities they could have done, there is no money for doing that. And then you see someone who we really put our hopes on him, he has now turned, now he's supporting the government na nini. And the guy said that the guy told him that even if Tomboya was to rise today, na apate that the person is being compared with ni Kasmuel Makoure, he could have died another 100 times, which I agree, because and then the guy he ali switch sides, but the way he's talking is as if he's telling us that, yo, no one told me, at mimi I didn't tell anyone to follow me. You know, one thing people forget, and I think I need to tell this to Kasmuel. Kuna kitu inaitwa grace ya God ikikuja juu yako, you must know how to handle it. You must know how you move, because what God had given him was grace. Was that grace? Because out of all the people, why did he stand out? Why was he him? Mbona ingekuwa any other person, but during those processes God had chosen him, akawambia, I'm going to shine my light on this boy, and I'm hoping that this boy will make the right decision to lead the people where he is. So ukifika mahali and then you throw it back to us at, yo, sasa mimi sikuambia mnifuate, mimi sikuambia mnisikize, mimi I was doing my own thing, you are losing it. And Kasmuel, to be honest, there's nothing as bad as losing trust. You'd rather lose money, you'd rather lose everything, but never lose trust in the eyes of people, because those people will never trust you again. Honesty and trust is something that once you lose it, trust you me, gaining it, you can't gain it back. And that is what Kenyans now, the Gen Z, see Kasmuel. Anytime they see him anywhere, they will always see a traitor. They don't care whether Kasmuel is this. And it doesn't matter what you drive. You can drive even the most expensive cars. You can walk with a Naruto. They give you all the money in the world and everything. You roll with them. But the bottom line is, the bottom line is, once you are a traitor, you are a traitor. People will never see you any other different. And another person who has suffered this wrath is Gabriel Oguda. Gabriel Oguda used to be a very a very big critic of this government and everything, but suddenly he just changed and is now seeing the government too. And now you can even go and see the comments on his, whenever he posts something, people don't trust him, people don't care anymore, because people, the problem with these people, they always think that people are stupid. Someone like Kasmuel thinks that now that he has amassed a simple following, now sasa he's being followed by stupid people, that whenever he make a decision watu watamfuata tu mahali penye anaenda. This generation doesn't work like that. This modern day people don't work like that. People as watu wameenda shule, watu wako na akili, people can reason and they can know when you've turned against them and everything. And that's why you see people like even Raila used to have a very strong backing. A good example ni me, I used to be a very strong supporter of Raila, but now ukiniambia story ya Raila mimi sitaki kusikia, whether he loses the AU or nini. Because in fact I said to myself, if Raila loses the AU personally, nitafanya bash. So that is how much I now don't like that person, simply because I felt like he no longer represent our interest, and he no longer fights for us. So Kasmuel, I see you just stamping, saying this and this because you are close to, umepatiwa kitu kidogo, umerushiwa vitu kidogo hapa pale na serikali, and now you feel like you are comfortable, you feel like this thing will last forever. Nothing lasts forever, and you must learn something from people. Like there were times we had politicians who were a bit young and nini, unaona someone like Babu this Babu Babu na Mwamba used to be loved by so many people. Alikuwa, and he used to be young by then, alikuwa anapendwa na watu, but the moment Babu people felt like he's a traitor and he has turned against the people turned against him completely. Right now Babu na Mwamba hata akue wapi, hata ongelesha watu, hata kiti haezi pata. That is how much people avoid you. It doesn't matter. Babu has money, he can do a lot of things, but the people have decided you no longer served our interest, and we are not interested in you. We don't care whether you need, they don't care anything anymore. So that is just to tell people, like anyone, because for Kasmuel is done. For Kasmuel is a done deal. He's not coming back. There's no comeback for Kasmuel, because he even doesn't have a solid people behind him. The fans alipata ni from social media. Those people can't follow him anywhere. So this government, the likes of Akina Raila just wanted to finish that guy, and they did. They have done it so successful. So unless Makore apare to some position somewhere to keep him busy in the next government or this government or whatever, but people don't care about those positions anymore. He can do whatever he wants with them. So that is what I wanted to tell you guys. So make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe to this platform until the next update. Bye.